Hey guys, and welcome to my office again. Thanks for coming in. As you can see, I've been looking at some holsters today. Normally I like to show you some really cool guns that just walked in the door. But today I want to give you a tip that I think you're going to really like. In fact, you're going to like it so much when you're done watching this video, you're going to want to push the little like button at the bottom. So here it is. If you're a collector like me, you get holsters that are often very old. Now we live in the Northeast, and one of the problems in the Northeast, especially in the summer, is humidity. Holsters, when they're kept in a humid environment, often get moldy. And I have a couple pictures of what that mold looks like. So check out these holsters. These came from my basement. Now the problem with the mold, for 20-30 years I've been collecting, and so I would get mold on a holster, and I would take my little rag with maybe some kind of cleanser or preservative on it and wipe the holster down all over. The problem is, and this happens to be a World War II era, in fact 1942, World War II era pigskin holster. So all holsters have little crevices for the stitching, especially these. Take a look, you can even see the little pores in the pig skin. And then down inside and in here, all over, you get these little mold spores. It just looks like white mold spores. So I wipe it all down, I put it back in the safe. A month later, it all comes back. Why is that? Well, because the spores, if you don't get them all, you just have one spore, they reproduce. It's like a toe fungus. You can't get rid of the thing. It just keeps coming back. Not that I ever had it, but I've heard. So let me get to the point of this video. I got a tip for you, you're gonna love it. A guy recently told me, and again, been doing this 30 years, never knew this. It changed my life. He said you cook them. So what do I mean by that? I take them home, put them on a cookie rack. I laid about 4 of them out that were covered with mold. Didn't wipe them off, didn't do anything. 250 degrees, 15 to 20 minutes. So I just put them in a cookie sheet, preheat the oven, 250 degrees. It's just enough to kill the mold spores. I wouldn't do it over that, because the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to overcook it and crack the leather. And you only want to do about 15 minutes. I come back 15 minutes later, turn off the oven, because incredibly, it's so hot you can't even touch the holster. You just let it sit for a while, cool down, and you take a look at it, they come out like this. This one was covered with mold, and I baked it in my my handy shake and bake oven, and 15 minutes later it was clean. Not a mold spore anywhere in this holster, including all the little crevices. Now, 2 cautions I want to give you. 1, don't think about doing it in the microwave. You will start a fire. The little metal attachments are going to spark, and you can ruin the holster or cause a fire. The other caution that I would have for you is you need to talk to your significant other, because it smells bad. It smells like a locker room when you're done. And don't try to sneak it, because you know your wife goes out for an hour, you say, I'm going to cook some holsters while she's not here. She walks in the room and bam, she knows. It does make the house smell, but hopefully you can open the windows, air it out pretty quickly. So 250 degrees, 15-20 minutes, get rid of those mold spores, and you'll be all set. I've got a lot more to talk about. I've got some new guns in, so you want to stay tuned and subscribe to our channel, because I've got a lot more World War II collectibles coming at you.